Hello, this is your local neighborhood realtor. Today I'm going to be talking about moving tips, both locally and out of state. So, this is the season where a lot of people are not only buying houses or apartments, but also moving into out of state as well, whether locally or different places. Like one of the most popular out of state places people like to live in is Virginia, Florida, Pennsylvania, some even Georgia. But wherever you decide to go, whether New York, Los Angeles, or whatever the situation, if it's a moving situation locally, there are a few tips you need to know. Okay? Very important tips. Tip number one, make sure you have enough money for your moving supplies. Make sure you have enough boxes for whatever you decide to pack, whether it's your clothes, whether it's food that you're going to bring, or certain items you're going to bring to your new place. Make sure you have enough boxes for like carryable items, like your television, TV stand, whatever case there is. Because based on the boxes that you have, you can fit it in that particular box. Also, make sure that you research moving companies, affordable moving companies that you can afford, so that when it comes time to move, you won't be doing late research, and it won't be one of those things where you're like, it's too late to find the right estimate for your stuff. Because what happens is if you do everything late and then you move everything late, it becomes harder not only for you, but it becomes harder for the mover that's trying to help you. And the last thing you need is to be in a situation where the mover has a difficult thing of trying to get everything together. So you want to make sure everything's prepared. The list of what you need moved and the destination of where you want it to be moved. So that's number two. Number three, make sure the moving company that you use have good reviews. That really should be number one. But since I forgot to put it on the first one, I put that as number three. Make sure the moving company that you use is a good moving company. What did the other people say about it? Did they do a bad job? Was everything messed up when they moved everything to your house or your apartment? Or did they do an excellent job or a good job? And it's one of those things where they say, I would use them again, or I would recommend this. If you see a person that says, I would recommend this company, or I would, say that I would say to my friends that I recommend this company, it's a good moving service. If you see a person say, I would not recommend the company, I would never use them again, don't use it. What I like to do is I like to look at certain things, no matter what it is, and if the ratings are good, I would follow by that. But if a lot of ratings are bad, I base it on this. If the person says it's not good, and there's a lot of them, then it must be bad. But if the person's ratings are great, and there's a lot of ratings over a few bad ratings, I'll give it a chance. But everybody's different. Everybody would analyze ratings in a different way than others. So you could do the same in a situation of moving your things. Now, this applies to locally, as well as out of state. Because with locally, all you got to do is, like I said, pick a right estimate of what you're moving, from what moving pieces are you moving, like how much things you got to bring from one place to another, and make sure you have the money to pay them. That's very important. But without the money to pay them, nothing's getting moved. Make sure you have everything prepared ahead of time. The only difference between out of state, however, is you want to know the area. Being that this is like a few times, even if this is a few times you go on vacation, you still have a little bit more research to do because you don't know the area as much as you do when you're in your own city. When you're in your own city, it's a lot easier because you know exactly what you're dealing with, you know the neighborhood. When you're out of state, no matter where it is, it's more research because you have to ask the neighbors around you, how is the hospitals? How are the different things around the area? Is it okay? Is it safe to live? Is it safe for my family? Little things like that. That's very important when it comes to out-of-state moving. So it's a little bit more when it comes to like dealing with out-of-state, but the concept is the same. The concept is the same in the sense that you still need an estimate to move your things, and you need to have enough money to pay the people that's moving it, and you have to have a destination of where it should go. If you don't have the money or you're not prepared to move your stuff, don't move, because then you'll be stuck in a situation that you can't get out of, and you owe people money and everything. So remember these tips when trying to move either locally or out of state. And I hope it helps you in your move. Good luck and have a great move. Till next video, I'm Hendrix from your local neighborhood realtor, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.